Well, from the input side, I think the fuel prices are stable, have come down a little, but long term we know oil price volatility is very subject to Mideast conflict. The economy is fermenting a little, so I would challenge you not to be too complacent in locking in your fuel needs. I think most guys are very aggressive in that respect. In reference to seeds, I think there's generally a good supply. I have not heard any pressure yet this place. Where long-term my biggest concern on input cost from a grain farmer side is on the interest rate, and that's watching Fed policy. I think this is an area where my first recommendation would be if I could lock in long-term rates, that would be my first objective plan. Lock in the 30-year rates, get locked in, and get yourself out of that trap of interest rate variable. Now on your short-term rates, if you have to, try to get us locked in if you can. If you can't do those, and you still have a high short-term variable rate structure, and it's still not yet, I think you got to start training yourself, understand how to trade the T-bills, and that would be something I would be looking for more as we get into the latter part of this year and first part of 2014. So I think you probably got 6 months, probably even got a year before you really have to start thinking about that. But as you get into a little more to 014, 015, sometime out here the Fed is signaling they're going to ease up on their quantitative easing behavior, and that's going to cause interest rates to have some upside mobility. It could be shocks. And that's where, on the other side of input cost control, the end user side, I think the end users that are buyers of corn, like the livestock buyers, the grain cattle guys, we need to start thinking and taking advantage of this opportunity, because the market has told us now is that demand is stable and we have a sharp supply break, prices can really explode. So we need to start integrating a much more aggressive buying strategy into your game plan. And your buying time period is traditionally August to October. And I would challenge you, this year is probably going to be a decent year, but the fall of 2014 is when I would be really position myself for a good multi-year feed buying campaign. And you need to model it out and get yourself, your bankers and yourself prepared for how am I going to participate in buying corn at below the cost reduction. I think is a very, very smart thing to do.